Finally, the wait is over. Come on in. Hi there, my name is Victoria Rojas. I am a licensed esthetician as well as PMU artist. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am going to be showing you around my space. I freshly redecorated, so this is the official video, part number 2 to my salon makeover. First things first, I did decide to paint the wall colors and the ceiling. I had a beige before, but I love pink. I'm a pink girly. So I decided to change the color and I went with this pink. It is actually called Go-Go Pink. Over here, I do have my licenses as well as my graduation certificates for my program. Like I said, I am an esthetician, so that's this side, and then my PMU side. These frames I got from Dollar Tree, so score, they look nice, and I just hung them up with command strips. Moving on, over here is my little waiting area. I did get this custom sign printed. This is my logo, Luminous Glow Aesthetics, LLC. I got it printed at a mall actually by a private vendor. Unfortunately, they are no longer there, which is so sad. I loved going there. But this canvas, I believe, was around $40, so it was really affordable. Here in my waiting area, I have this beautiful marble top table. This is where my clients can set their drinks, their purse, just their items that they bring with them. I have my business cards. I love pink and black and butterflies, so I have my main business name on here, and then on the back side is more of my business information. My address, my phone number, and how you can book an appointment. I have a QR code and it just links to my link tree. Therefore, when you scan the code, all of my links pop up so you can go directly to my booking site, directly to my Instagram, my YouTube, my TikTok, and I felt and have found that it is quite helpful because it's all in one. This thing right here, this is a frame. I love this thing. She is my baby. Having this frame is really helpful because it allows my clients to see all of my other services that I offer. It's basically like a continuous roll of reels and pictures. So it kind of gives my clients a little bit of FOMO and they kind of question like, oh, what is that you just did? Or it also gets the conversation started, and that is another way where I can showcase my work because not everyone has social media. These acrylic chairs I bought at Hobby Lobby as well as this side table. I've had those since the beginning. I believe they were about $80 or so, and then the pillows, I want to say they were around $20. I know I got those from Ross. Also, this frame I got from Amazon, and these little card holder, Dollar Tree. Moving on, this I love. Honestly, I love everything. My mother gifted me this stand. I believe it was meant for like an outside garden. However, I do use it in here and I like all the different levels. This first shelf is where I have my checkout process. So I do accept cards, tap, cash of course, card on file, and my clients can use that through Square. Of course, I have my tablet. That's where I see my upcoming appointments, where I have my waivers available. I love this Marshall speaker. Great investment. My husband actually gifted me this. I love the speaker here. I love how sleek it is. It matches with my room, my aesthetic, and really good sound. I believe this one was about $200. This second shelf is a little bit more of my checkout process. Again, I have more cards here. I do have these gift cards available. This is for when my clients want to purchase a gift card, and I do have a custom amount, so I don't have to get individual card amounts of certain prices. It's just one. It's great for like holidays and whatnot. This jewelry box I actually got at Marshall's, I think. Yes, I still have the tag. This one was $14.99. I loved how it looks. It has a little bee in here. And over here is a list of most of my services with the names and the prices. Again, my QR code is here. I do have the Spanish side, and then I flip it around and I have the English version. This acrylic stand I got from Amazon. It was in a pack of 2, I believe, for about $15. And my candy, gotta have my candy. All my clients love the candy as well as their kids. Down here are some products. This is Brow Code. This is what I retail for my clients. And then of course over here I have this little frame. I got this from Ross many years ago, and this is where is the Wi-Fi connection service. I just thought it was super cute and put it in here. All right, and then the last shelf holds some other retail items that I have from Image Skincare. They are the Lip Ormetic balms that I retail, as well as just cute little sign and a vase. Right over here, we got the center of attention. We have my bed and my chair. Let's start off with my chair. So this chair I bought from Amazon. This is a saddle chair because it swoops up here. This helps for my back. As you can see, when I sit down, I'm not hunched over. I'm actually sitting correctly. Therefore, I am not hunched over and I can do my work for many years to come. I got the one with the backrest because sometimes I do like to lean back. It was a little bit more expensive, so I believe it was $150 plus shipping. So probably, I wanna say around $180, if not $200. I did get the table from Amazon as well as the chair. I looked on many different options of tables, and this is the one I landed on based on the reviews.
I get the money and it's right on cue. Keep the duffel bag up inside my coupe. Hold a couple racks, tell them I love you. You wanna be a boss, do it like I do.
I wanted a chair that sits up all the way. As you can see, it sits up to a 90-degree angle. So this is all the way down. And this is all the way flat for when I do facials. Sometimes I do like people to lay all the way down, and this up over here comes off. In case I ever decide to do a back facial, clients can breathe through this hole, and it just pops back on. This table, I believe, was about a little over $400. The other reason why I got this one is because this is a hydraulic bed, meaning it moves up and moves down. This is my background. I absolutely love how this turned out. So I have these twinkle lights from before. I bought these off Amazon, and I also had these little flowers that would go down in between these rows, and it was a lot fuller with a little less butterflies. But this time I wanted more butterflies and less flowers. So what I did was I just stuck these obviously on the wall, and then the flowers here and there. And I love how it turned out. These lights do have different modes, so there's different flickering options if I'd like, but for now I just have the solid one. And this thing, ooh, isn't she cute? I got this from Bath & Body Works. This is a wallflower, and I felt like it matches my room perfectly, and it just ties in with the whole theme. Right after the center of attention, I have the center of attention 2.0. This is my mirror. I wanted a full-length mirror where my clients could see their selves completely with their brows, their lashes, and their lip blush done. I also like this because when I sit on my chair, I can look back and just, you know, reflect, and I really enjoy it. I did get this from Hobby Lobby. This was originally $400, but I got it on a discount, so it was $200. Over here, I do have a heater and AC, you could say. It does get cold and hot. I get cold really easily, so I usually turn it on first thing in the morning. I did not pay for this. This was already here with the salon. Now over here in this little nook, I like to store my tripods, my broom, my little mop, and I have an extra frame that I just don't use. Right above this cabinet, I have my pillows just to have for comfort on the table, and then the white one over there is for when I take pictures of my work as a background. This cabinet right here, I got from Amazon. Literally, Amazon should be sponsoring me or something because I get a lot of stuff from there. This was such a pain to put together, but it turned out and it was worth it. I want to say it was around $150 with shipping. This does hold a lot of storage. Up here, I have my cotton rounds, some bags for when my clients buy products. I have another clear stand to display stuff. I have my blanket for when I do facials. And then over here, I have my sheets and spa wrap towels for when I do facials or when I am doing intimate waxing. In this shelf right here, I have my facial stuff. This right over here holds my retail for facials. I like to use Image Skincare. I love this company. I don't sell them as often as I did before because my focus has shifted and I don't focus on facials as much. These are the gloves I love to use when I am performing facials. They are high-end gloves. They are expensive, so I just use them for when I do facials. Over here, I have some headbands. Over here, I do have some sponges. I have reduced the amount of towels that I used. Instead of using hot towels, I use these hot sponges. And I fill up these bowls with hot water and I use that to cleanse my client's skin. And I have some jars back here that I no longer use. I just have other items or other things I store them in. But I did get these containers from Hobby Lobby years ago. These were around $3, $4. This over here is another shelf. Over here I have extra wax sticks, extra wax, some GG covers. This is my little section where I keep my purse and my coat. Over here I house some chemicals. This is my wax that I use. This is my hard wax. It comes in a bag, but it's easier to dispense it from this. I got this off Amazon. I believe it was around $20. I have some sponges for when I clean my utensils. Some Cavi wipes back here. Barbicide, glass cleaner. This is Goo Gone, some towels, and then over here I house my candles as well as my wallflowers and some other miscellaneous items. And then down here is just some more chemicals for when I'm cleaning. This is my microderm machine, my masks for when I need it, and of course laundry soap. Drill, actually I had to take that home. This corner of the room is where I house my main supplies. Starting from up here, very important, I need to know what time it is in order to make sure I am on time for my appointments and for how long I have certain products on. I am old-fashioned. I like the clock. This little table I got from Ross many years ago. I plan on getting a different one just because it's not very convenient. I want one with wheels, but for now it does the job. Right here is my wax pot. I have soft wax and hard wax. This is my soft wax and this is my hard wax. I like the dual warmer because I don't have to have separate warmers. And I also got the wax warmer from Amazon. This right here I got from Ross. I don't remember how much it was, but I got it 3 years ago, and this is where I keep my brow and lash stuff. Here's some more items. Here's my timers. This is where I dispense brow oil, all that jazz. And it just continues to go on. Up here is my main wax pre, post, and then in case they need a little bit of aloe vera. Over here is my main bread and butter. I have had this since I started working, so 3 years ago. It is from Amazon. I have these acrylic containers. Technically, you're supposed to label everything that is not in its original package, but I don't like how it looks over here. So I have it here on the sides. And it just says everything I have. I got these from Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I have this handy dandy little mirror. It is two-sided for regular, and then it is micro for my clients who have a little of a hard time seeing without their glasses. And then this one is really convenient because I can just grab the cotton rounds like so, and I don't have to like physically open this. I know I also got this from, I believe, Marshalls, and see, cotton rounds on the back. It is labeled. I just don't like it on the front. Over here is my printer. I got this from Best Buy years ago. Laptop. And then this is my little ink mixer. If you push down on it, it's gonna make noise, and this mixes my ink for tattoo. I also got that off Amazon. I believe it was like $50. Over here I have tattoo aftercare. So I put things in here depending on what service they get done. Over here is some makeup for when I do makeup. These are towels. Over here is my main tattoo PMU things that I use, like needles, ink, all that jazz. And then over here I have gloves, strips, cotton rounds. Right over here, this is a continuation of my facial products. Like I have my sunscreens, my toners, masks, cleansers, peels. Again, Image Skincare is what I enjoy using. Down here I have some more facial stuff and some more facial stuff. And then right at the top, this is to cover my tattoo gun machine, and back here is my barbicide. That concludes the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you liked my room tour. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Make sure to check out my previous room tour that I filmed for any other inspiration that you would like. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram, TikTok, of course, my other YouTube videos. Make sure to check out my website so you can get an idea of how that looks like. Maybe you can get an inspiration on what you could do for yours. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, bye.